1923. In a remote corner of Brazil, a village disappears. Not burned, not destroyed, just gone. Over 600 people vanished from Hoer Verde without leaving a single body, a single scream, a single clue. This is one of history's strangest disappearances. Welcome to Hoer Verde, the town that vanished. It began with silence. In early March 1923, the Brazilian federal government noticed a missed radio transmission from Hoer Verde. A three-man team was dispatched on horseback. It took them nearly 3 days to reach the edge of the village. What they found defied logic. No resistance, no fires, no weapons drawn, just an eerie calm. The silence was profound, a heavy blanket smothering the once vibrant town. It was a stillness that spoke volumes, a stark contrast to the bustling life that must have once filled these streets. The air hung thick with an unspoken dread, a palpable sense of abandonment that clung to everything it touched. What secrets did this town hold? What cataclysmic event had led to its sudden and inexplicable desertion? The investigators, their hearts pounding with a mixture of fear and morbid curiosity, pressed onward, determined to unravel the mystery that lay before them. Each creaking floorboard, each rustle of wind through the empty buildings seemed to whisper tales of a forgotten past, urging them to uncover the truth no matter how unsettling it might be. The investigators found a schoolhouse, its windows like vacant eyes staring out at the desolate landscape. Inside, chaos reigned. Desks were overturned, scattered like fallen dominoes, a testament to a hasty and panicked departure. A chalkboard covered in a layer of dust bore a chilling inscription, the date, March 4th, 1923. It was as if time itself had frozen on that fateful day. And then, a child's drawing, a crude but unsettling depiction of a black circle suspended in a green sky. What did it mean? Was it a premonition? A glimpse into the horrors that were to come? Or simply the innocent creation of a child's imagination, now tainted by the darkness that had enveloped the town? The investigators exchanged uneasy glances, a shared sense of foreboding settling upon them. They ventured into the chapel, seeking solace, or perhaps a clue within its hallowed walls. Pews were aligned in neat rows, as if awaiting the arrival of a congregation that would never return. Candles, now half-melted and grotesque, stood sentinel on the altar, their flickering flames casting eerie shadows that danced across the stained glass windows. The Bible lay open, its pages illuminated by the dim light, revealing a passage from the book of Revelation. The words seemed to leap off the page, filled with apocalyptic imagery and dire warnings. Was this a sign? A prophecy fulfilled? Or simply a cruel twist of fate, a random alignment of circumstance and scripture? The air in the chapel was thick with the scent of beeswax and decay, a haunting reminder of the town's lost faith and shattered hopes. In a nearby cottage, a pot of beans sat on the stove, its contents long since gone cold and congealed. It was a poignant reminder of the simple, everyday lives that had been so abruptly interrupted. A rocking chair swayed gently back and forth, as if still occupied by an unseen presence, a ghostly echo of a life lived and lost. A cracked window, its glass fractured and web-like, allowed filtered light to stream into the room, illuminating the dust motes dancing in the air. And yet, despite these signs of recent habitation, there was not a single set of footprints to be found, neither leading in nor out of the house. It was as if the inhabitants had simply vanished into thin air, leaving behind no trace of their departure. The mystery deepened, the sense of unease intensified. What had happened here? Where had everyone gone? The investigators knew, with a growing certainty, that they were on the verge of uncovering something truly terrifying. Strange symbols were carved into doors and trees, a spiral with 4 points, a triangle within a circle, an eye with vertical lashes. A child's bedroom wall was covered with chalk sketches, tall beings with long fingers and circular heads. The drawings were eerily similar to ancient glyphs used by indigenous shamans to describe sky spirits. The jungle, a place of untold mysteries, where the veil between the known and the unknown thins. For centuries, it has guarded its secrets, whispering tales of strange phenomena to those who dare to listen. But sometimes the whispers become louder, more insistent, hinting at something truly extraordinary, something that defies explanation, something alien. Surrounding villages reported strange occurrences. A farmer, his face etched with fear, claimed to see 3 pulsing lights descend from the heavens, piercing the inky blackness above the jungle canopy. He described them as orbs of pure energy, silently gliding through the night sky with an unnatural grace. They descended rapidly, their light intensifying as they approached the dense foliage below, and then, as quickly as they appeared, they vanished without a trace, leaving only an unsettling silence in their wake. Other villagers corroborated his story, speaking of strange lights and unusual sounds emanating from the jungle depths. One of the last written notes from Hoer Verde, the ill-fated explorer who ventured deep into the jungle's heart, simply said, "They hum, they wait, we cannot stop them." The words scrawled in a frantic hand were barely legible, the ink smudged as if written in haste and fear. What did he mean by they? And what were they waiting for? The note offered no answers, only a chilling sense of impending doom. It was a cryptic message, a desperate plea from a man who knew he was facing something beyond his comprehension, something that threatened not only his own life, but perhaps the fate of others as well. Was it alien? The possibility hung heavy in the air, a chilling explanation for the unexplainable. Or could it have been a secret test, a clandestine operation conducted under the cover of darkness? Perhaps sonic frequencies, weaponized and unleashed upon unsuspecting populations, used to disorient entire villages, leaving them vulnerable and confused. The truth remained elusive, shrouded in mystery and speculation. The line between the extraterrestrial and the terrestrial blurred, leaving us to question the very nature of reality and the secrets hidden within the depths of the jungle. Gap 3.0s, black screen with white serif text. Chapter 5 title appears with typewriter sound. The story of Hoer Verde is a chilling reminder of how easily history can be manipulated, how truth can be buried beneath layers of official denial. In this final chapter, we delve into the aftermath of the village's disappearance, exploring the efforts to suppress its existence and the lingering questions that continue to haunt the region. We'll examine the official narrative, the dissenting voices, and the physical evidence that suggests a far more complex and disturbing reality. Prepare to confront the unsettling possibility that some secrets are deemed too dangerous to be revealed. The Brazilian government quietly erased Hoer Verde from its maps, a deliberate act of historical revisionism. This wasn't a simple oversight or an administrative error. It was a calculated move to expunge the village from public memory. When questioned in 1952, a military official responded with a flat denial, stating, "There was never a village called Hoer Verde." This dismissive statement, delivered with an air of authority, served as the official line for decades to come. But the silence surrounding Hoer Verde only fueled speculation and suspicion. Why go to such lengths to deny the existence of a small, seemingly insignificant village? What secrets were they trying to protect? The government's denial only deepened the mystery, transforming Hoer Verde into a forbidden topic, a ghost town erased not just from the landscape, but from the collective consciousness. But explorers disagree, driven by a thirst for truth and a refusal to accept the official narrative. They ventured into the dense Amazonian rainforest, seeking tangible evidence of Hoer Verde's existence. Satellite imagery has shown odd circular depressions in the forest canopy, too perfect to be natural, too uniform to be the result of random geological processes. These anomalies, visible from space, offer a tantalizing glimpse into the past, suggesting the presence of a structured settlement beneath the dense foliage. Rusted building frames, remnants of a forgotten civilization, peek through the dense vegetation, whispering tales of a life abruptly interrupted. These discoveries challenge the government's denial, providing compelling evidence that Hoer Verde was not merely a figment of imagination, but a real place with a real history. The explorers' findings raise profound questions about the fate of the villagers and the reasons behind the government's relentless efforts to conceal the truth. What do you believe? Comment your theory below. Share your thoughts on the mystery of Hoer Verde and the forces that may have led to its disappearance. Do you think the government is hiding something? What could have been so dangerous that it warranted the erasure of an entire village? Tap that like button if you found this exploration of Hoer Verde intriguing. Your support helps us continue to uncover these dark mysteries. Hit subscribe for more dark mysteries and untold stories from around the world. Join our community of truth seekers as we delve into the unexplained and challenge the official narratives. What could make an entire village disappear? The mystery of Hoer Verde remains unsolved, a haunting reminder of the fragility of truth and the power of secrets.